is The American Dream, and I'm your host, Gina Knight, and I'd like to welcome you to Crossville, Tennessee. Today, we're visiting the Cumberland Homesteads. This was a community that was founded in the 1930s under Roosevelt's Put America Back to Work initiative. And of the 252 structures that were built in this period, 218 still remain. We're going to go in and talk to Mr. Charles Tollett, our local historian, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this. He's one of the original descendants. So come on, let's go meet him. Mr. Tollett, thank you so much for sharing some of your vast knowledge of homesteads here. Tell me a little bit about the story of the homesteads.
Well, that's what people want to ask. They want to know, what's a place like this doing in a place like this? The homestead story is not a story, but is many stories told by many people in many voices. And so that's the fascinating part of the thing.
And I understand from you that Eleanor Roosevelt was almost nosily involved, and her vision was incredible. You know, she wanted them to not just survive.
And her husband, better known as FDR, frequently said, we want to help these people survive, but we want them to do more than survive. We want them to live the abundant life.
The other thing I found fascinating is the construction. I mean, all these years later, over 218 of the 252 are still standing. Tell me a little about the construction and why our homestead project is still in better shape than most of the ones that were done.
Yeah, they're still standing, and they're standing proudly, and there are several reasons for it. One is that we had a first-rate architect.
Mr. Tollett is actually a descendant of one of the original homestead families, and we have many of those families still here today. Well,
it's sort of a thing to do, and I think the Tower Association is getting ready to collect some of those survivors and have a little get-together. But one of the things we really ought to say is that the state park, Cumberland Mountain State Park, which is now a state park, was originally built as Cumberland Homesteads Park. It was built by the CCC boys, and it was supervised by the Department of the Interior, and it was part of this abundant life. It was a recreational area for the homestead.
And it's a beauty, let me tell you. And that bridge, I understand, is one of the most photographed icons in the state of Tennessee. Well, thank you so much for coming out and sharing with us. And I look forward to talking with you again, because every time I do, I learn something new, and I love it.
My privilege.
Thank you so much. So we're here at one of the original homestead houses that was built in the 1930s, and they're all very similar. They're very easy to spot. They're all built with the crab orchard stone, or the field stone in this case. They all have the multiple chimneys and the very steep roofs, and you can see them scattered throughout the landscaping in the homestead area. Thank you so much for coming out and visiting us at the Cumberland Homesteads. This is one of my favorite places. It's so beautiful out here. I hope you take the time to come out and take a look. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Tollett for sharing all his knowledge with us. And I hope you come see us next time when we go to Jamestown to see speed racking horses. Bet you don't know what that is. Thank you so much. This is Gina Knight with The American Dream. Bye for now.